Friday Night Football takes us to the nation's capital, where Redblack fans are ready for their home opener. The Ottawa faithful hoping their team is just as dominant at TD Place as they were last season, but it won't be easy as the Alouettes are in town, who haven't lost here since 2018. Kick back, relax. It's time for CFL football on TSN.
The quarterback, too. Sean Thomas Erlington faking to him, and then coming in to take it is Tyson Philpott. And gets it up near the Montreal 50. Match picked up 8, 2nd and 2. Alouettes opening possession here in Ottawa. Handing off to Sean Thomas Erlington. He spins. Oh, he had to work his way for it across the 50, but it looks like he has enough for a first down for the Owls.
Back half of last season.
From the Alouette 52 and a 2nd and 10, looking to the right again. Caught. Second catch of this young game for Tyson Philpott. And enough for another Montreal first down around the Ottawa 45. To the season with a foot injury. Couple of catches so far. He had 4 for 48 yards and a touchdown last week. With lots of time, Alexander throwing and an open receiver too. Philpott again down inside the 25. So a busy opening drive for Tyson Philpott. Alouettes in business. Another 22 yards on that game. Back when he had a couple of touchdowns. That's after scoring the Grey Cup winning touchdown the year before. Here's Alexander throwing again in tight coverage. Austin Mack down at the 5. Mack with the catch. The Redblacks saying no catch.
Well, we got a better look here laying out for it.
So it is incomplete. Ball touches the turf.
On the field, an incomplete pass.
With it being put down by Joseph Zima. The just under 30-yard attempt here for Maltos from Monterrey, Mexico. No problem at all. First points on the board on this Friday night. They belong to the visiting team. Matthew Schultz used to play for the Alouettes. Started his career there. Tonight, he makes his 14th start. And it is against the Alouettes. So Brown watches Matthew Schultz and his first start with his new team, the Redblacks, and that one, Justin Hardy, not going far. Last year, Schultz was in Calgary, got a couple of starts there. Before then, with the Hamilton Tiger Cats for a couple of years, and as said, it started actually back in 2017.
Really experienced depth. Schultz, an 8-year man.
On the 2nd and 10, Gino Lewis puts his head down up against his old team. Played in Montreal up through the 22 season before he went off to Edmonton in his first year now with Ottawa. Ottawa's hoping to see a sign of that here. This year, the Redblacks, Richie Leone to punt it. James Letcher Jr. is back for it. As he cuts it back up, he loses the ball. Redblacks say they got it. First big turnover of this game. Let the party get started in Ottawa. Look who has it, Darius Pickett. Not only great on defense, special teams too. They forced the fumble. Ottawa ball in the Montreal zone. First down at the Montreal 16 for Matthew Schultz. Handing off to Stanback. Cuts it back. Gets it down near the 11. Have a look at that Alouette starting defense for this one tonight.
In terms of his versatility in Noel Thorpe's defensive scheme.
Here we go in a 2nd and 5. Swinging it out. Khalil Pimpleton breaks a tackle. Oh, near a first down. And Lorenzo Burns came in to meet him right around the first down marker to push him back. In 3rd and short, we'd see Dustin Crum, but Schultz has stayed in this situation. 3rd down and inches for the Redblacks. Deep in the Owl zone, Schultz keeps it, has the first down. It's moving across the 5, so a 1st and goal coming up here for Ottawa. Their short yardage QB is in now in a 2nd and 1. Crum, no! Push back. They got him by his right leg. He couldn't move forward. And he's lucky just to get back to the original line of scrimmage.
Yeah, Dylan Wynn.
3rd down, goal to goal, trying to take the lead. Crum, left side. No! Denied again. What a stand. That's Jeffrey Cantaracu, the 2nd-year linebacker in there, coming in on Crum. And Montreal takes over on downs. 2 tries at the 1. Twice denied by that Alouette defense. Still 3-0 Owls.
The Crum to wrap them up.
Well, we've heard this song before. Alouette defense, stand strong. Alexander has to start deep in his zone at his 2, but Montreal will take that. Redblacks still with no points on the board. Throwing 2. It is the fullback. David Dallaire is working his way out near the 10 and getting a little bit of space at a second and short coming up here for Montreal. Second down and short. Throwing. Or will Alexander take off? He's been known to do that. Tries to toss it to Philpott with Adrian Fry in between. Looked like Philpott was looking for a call, but Fry was there disrupting things. It falls incomplete. It's Redblacks still without a point, but they started a good spot just inside the Alouette zone across midfield now. They've had a good average starting position so far in this game. Late here in the first quarter. And that one taken down. Dylan Wynn coming in on Matthew Schultz, and a sack for the Alouettes. Hamilton, now Montreal, a loss of 7. Second and long, Schultz to the right. And good coverage there by Tyrese Beverette on Eugene Lewis. And not even back to the original line of scrimmage.
Making the most of the opportunity here.
Alexander again coming in on Tyler Sneed. Breaking that one up is C.J. Colden, the first-year corner for the Redblacks, and that'll force them to punt from the red zone again. To work now. He is 6 for 6, by the way. It's intercepted! Big Lawal Uguak has it! He's chugging, and Gino Lewis comes back to take Uguak down. Got himself a gift. Courtesy Matthew Schultz right into his hands. And he rumbled a little bit before going down, and now Montreal is set up in great shape.
Well, Lawal Uguak is going to line up over on the right side of your screen at his defensive end spot. Starts to rush, and then you see him back out a little bit. And Uguak, a little bit of redemption for him. As you remember, he felt like he let an opportunity get away last week. Berglund in return for a touchdown.
There you go. He got another chance. Play fake. That is complete. That's Tyler Sneed. First down, approaching the Ottawa 10. So suddenly, here come the Alouettes. And it's a turnover leading the way. Tice. Second down and 10 from the 12. Alexander with time. Completes it underneath the Tice, who spins. But Javon Santos Knox says no further. And so it'll be a long third down and a field goal situation coming on. Expect to see Jose Maltos come on to see if he can double the Alouettes lead.
And this is all 3 levels of your defense getting it done. Watch the pressure first from the defensive line. Ball's got to get out quickly on a check down to the running back. Linebackers perfectly positioned to step up and make a play. Short of the first down marker, guys on the back end taking away the deep routes. Help force that check down.
So Maltos 1 for 1. And a 16-yard try here. Joseph Zima to put it down. And right in front again. No problem at all. A chip shot for Maltos.
Miami Berglund, of course, Lawal Uguak as well defensively.
Schultz throwing and second down. Caught by Gino Lewis. Off to the races and jumping for more. Before he's pushed out by Najee Murray. Lewis so close to being knocked away by the Alouette defender, but Lewis gets his hand on it and gets a whole lot more. He's got 3 catches now for 41 yards. It's a 1st and 10. On that hit screen coming in is Keelan White, who gets it down to the Montreal 36. We'll talk about Eugene Lewis. Team. He can tie that record with time. Schultz. And there he is to Gino again, down inside the 25. And another first down for the Redblacks on the move. 13 more yards for one of the newcomers to Ottawa this year. Great shot. They were denied twice at the Alouette 1 in the first quarter. Pressure. Schultz escapes. Threatening to throw. Instead, trying to get to the first down marker. He is stopped around the 16. Well shy. So a 3rd down coming up, and we expect to see Lewis Ward to come on and see if they can cut this Alouette lead in half. There. Last week at Mosaic. No problem there. Out, down, and kicked. And that's Lewis Ward. Got his first field goal of the season. Puts 3 points on the board. Matthew Schultz. And that Ottawa offense. Running back Sean Thomas Erlington. And it is tossed by Schultz deep and open. And it is Tyler Sneed being chased down and hauled down Davis Alexander finding Tyler Sneed, the third-year Al receiver.
And Tyler Sneed, another Alouette receiver who battled injury last season.
Number 23. The ball be played
making
at the
his
1 yard
presence
line.
felt early here in 2025. Just taking the hole in the middle of the field. Davis Alexander lets him run under this one.
First and goal from the 1. Caleb Evans, the ex-Redblack quarterback, is in. Punches it in for the Montreal touchdown. And in that goal line play, the Alouettes waste no time. It is Evans. His first 2 years in the CFL were with these Redblacks before he ended up now in his third year in Montreal.
This Alexander can just lead him with the ball. Sneed goes and gets it for a massive gain to set up the score.
Now puts him at 99 yards in the 2 games in receiving this season. He had 34 last week. Here's a return from Devontae Dedman up to midfield. And again, the Redblacks offense will have a good place to start after that return.
Enjoying a little bit of success in a handful of starts there.
Throwing now, knocked at the line of scrimmage and intercepted. Jeffrey Cantaracu, who had a big stop at the goal line on the 3rd and 1 in the first quarter. Another big defensive play as it's caught at the line of scrimmage, bobbled up, and number 9, Cantaracu, comes down with it. Heading towards the 3-minute warning. They'll run this play. Handing off Travis Tice and the rookie, earning himself a job for his performance in the preseason on offense and on special teams. Gets it up near midfield. Alouettes with the ball. It's a 2nd and 5 for Davis Alexander under pressure. Shuffles it off there to Tyler Sneed. Another big play of this half. He gets taken down and another flag for a horse collar, just like that big reception he had. So a penalty will push them even closer to the Ottawa Redblacks end zone.
Major foul, horse collar tackle. Ottawa, number 23.
It's Robert Priester again.
From the end of the play, it's going to be first down for Montreal.
Jose Maltos. Barely 2 minutes on the clock until halftime. It is now 16-3 for the Alouettes. Some big plays in the second quarter by that Montreal offense. Let's go back to Luke Wilson. 16-3 now. Halftime is getting closer. Matthew Schultz from the play fake and gets it off to Braylon Addison for a first down just across the Ottawa 50.
And then tack another 5 yards on.
1st and 25, much further back. And trying to get it up near the original line of scrimmage, what they had for Gino Lewis. Lorenzo Burns starting this season on the boundary corner for the Alouettes, there to break that up. Inside the 35 of the Alouettes with a 13-point lead. Off to the left coming in. And it is James Letcher, who because of a suspension at Charleston Rambo has actually left the team. He'll be back next week for personal reasons. Letcher getting a rare start as a receiver. He's mainly a return specialist.
Obviously, his primary role a little different.
That's caught quickly for a first down. And that is Sneed again. 5. Under a minute to go until halftime. Throwing again is Alexander. That's his new favorite receiver. He's got James Letcher. That's 2 catches for Letcher, who has had 4 catches, as mentioned, his entire CFL career heading into this drive.
Bring the American Bennett Williams in at safety for Canadian Charlie Ringland.
That's Sean Thomas Erlington. Now the feature back for the Alouettes. They made some changes in having the Canadian product of the University of Montreal.
General manager Danny Machocha
started his career in Hamilton. Throwing again. Down low, but it is Austin Mack coming up with it. And you start to think a field goal range for Jose Maltos, who's 3 for 3. 20 seconds to go.
Snuffed out Ottawa drive.
Might have a chance for 3 more here. Alexander looking around and puts it underneath to Thomas Erlington, and he has certainly got it in the Maltos range. His career high is 53. 3 for 3 on the night, 3 shorter ones. And we're getting close to that point. It is last play, first half. Straight away, Maltos, a perfect 4 for 4. A little flex from a guy who actually started in the CFL on the Ottawa Redblacks practice roster and picks up another one here.
Yeah, perfect operation there.
3 receivers at the top. Well, off the fingertips and down the coverages there from Wesley Sutton on Braylon Addison. Right at the Ottawa 50. Would have been enough for a first down, but he can't haul that down, so it's a 2-and-out. Redblacks to start this second half as Schultz and the offense head off the field. 8-0 start. Alexander is trying to go to 6-0. And looking good so far as Mack has that one. Austin Mack, the star receiver, especially in his first year back in 2023. The year they went on, won the Grey Cup in Hamilton over Winnipeg. The NFL, and with the injuries, 2 catches, 23 yards. Off the fingertips and intercepted. Tip drop. It's C.J. Colden with it. He had a pick last week. His first game on the boundary corner for the Redblacks, part of that all-new secondary. And at Ottawa's defense, you heard Javon Santos Knox talk about it. We got to get some turnovers. They got one there off the tip. Ottawa football in the L zone. Start with Ottawa last year, but so far this season, 2 interceptions, had one last week, and it's William Stanback running. The running game, neither team has it going very well, but Stanback, a pretty good pickup there. That carry by William Stanback, who is 24 yards rushing now. Deep look. Down into the end zone for Gino Lewis. Has the catch. And a flag comes out. Lewis in pursuit of that record, tying that one of Terry Evanshan. Right down near the end zone.
We have pass interference. Montreal, number 20. It's going to be first down for Ottawa at the spot of the foul.
Lewis out wide into the boundary here. He and Justin Hardy working the short side of the field. Little stop and go move on Lorenzo Burns. Burns recovered and stayed with him pretty well. But Burns got himself into trouble on the throw behind as he's trying to fight to get back to that ball.
So the flag puts it right down. They don't do half the distance anymore. This is, of course, right down at the 1. The incomplete pass. Lorenzo Burns there. And they've been in this situation before. It's Dustin Crum. It's first and goal. Crum keeps. And this time he gets it in for the Redblacks touchdown. Down in that territory in the first quarter and had 3 cracks at it, twice from the 1, and could not get the touchdown. This one goes over Travis Tice's head. Rolls into the end zone off the kickoff and has no choice but to just fall on it. And another point on the board for the Redblacks. On that kickoff by Richie Leone to make it an 8-point game. 1-score game now at 19-11. To get them back in it. Second down and 7. Caught first down up to the midfield stripe is Austin Mack. Another catch for Mack. First down for the Owls up to the gain of 12.
Be coming shortly.
But a yard shy midfield play action pass. Alexander, lots of time, and it is caught down at the 35. Mack again. Another first down as the Alouettes see the Redblacks get closer, and they're quickly on the move.
On the bigger field, you saw the pace there with Austin Mack.
The quarterback draw as Alexander just takes off and he slides, and Darius Pickett was in. They're saying it's late as flags are flying now, and it looks like Pickett is the one coming in, and Alexander, and a little scrum ensues after that as tempers start to flare.
Well, it'll be interesting to see which way these flags go.
There's 3 fouls on the play. The first one is a major foul, roughing the passer, Ottawa number 6. The second foul is a player misconduct, 15-yard penalty, Ottawa number 23. The third foul, major foul, misconduct, 15-yarder, Montreal number 81. The net result was going to go up 15 yards from the end of the play. It's going to be first down for Montreal.
So 2 against Ottawa, 1 against the Owls and Austin Mack. He's to throw. Moving around to his right, looking for a receiver. He finds James Letcher. And James Letcher finds the end zone. Alouette receiver, James Letcher. With the touchdown.
A couple of return touchdowns for Letcher last season. He kicks off 2025. with one on offense. He's lined up to the far right of your screen, just working underneath. A couple of deep routes around him, clearing out some space.
Making that call look really good in this one. Blitz coming. Beverett just getting to Schultz, but it is caught. Schultz got rid of it, and Justin Hardy, who's had a quiet night by his standards, has a big first down for the Redblacks across midfield. Schultz to the right and wide open. The rookie, Keelan White, has it. Another first down deeper into the Alouette zone. First and 15, and that offside before. Schultz off to the right and wide open again. It's a nice catch by Adebaboye, but a little bit high, so he couldn't do anything with it after the catch as he just heads out of bounds. Second and 6. Off to the right again. Addison has it. Some blockers ahead. First down and more. Najee Murray grabs a chunk of the sweater, but a good pickup after the catch for Braylon Addison. And back come the Redblacks. Still lots of time. 5:09 in the third quarter.
Barrett came free on that blitz.
From the 15, and the Alouettes a first down Ottawa. To the right again. Caught again. Khalil Pimpleton this time. And near another first down. He's trying to push his way down towards the Montreal 5. And looks like a second and short is coming up here for the Redblacks. See where they spot the football. Pick the flag up, but it's a second and goal from the 10. End zone. Again. Addison! Touchdown!
No doubt.
It was Addison and Mullen again. And Braylon Addison holds it in. And the Redblacks get closer again. Some pressure on that Ottawa defense now. And coming in is Letcher. Busy time of it, getting the starting receiver. The touchdown before, he gets that one up around the 39. And a good pickup to set up a second and short. They're still a few yards shy. Second and 3. Sean Thomas Erlington left side. And looks like he just has enough for the first down on a night when yards along the ground are coming at a premium for both teams. This could be the last play of it. Alexander flushed out on the move, getting chased, and coming in for it was James Letcher, but no catch. And with zeros on the clock, looks like a good stand there for the Redblacks. The Alouettes are going to have to punt it away. 2 years ago, second and 10. Some pressure coming, getting rid of it. No! Into the hands by the looks of things for Khalil Pimpleton, but it falls incomplete, and that's it. It's a third down coming up. Redblacks will have to punt it away. Minus 10. Back for James Letcher. Busy night for that man. The returner and receiver takes it off the hop. Midfield inside the Redblack zone. He keeps his feet. Good return by Letcher to get it down to the Ottawa 40. 8. Pressure coming on the blitz. They get to him. He's down. And a third down coming up. And they push the Alouettes back outside their 40. Right now. Zima puts it down, and a nice little spin back right down the middle. 5 for 5. And he's flexing again. Second and 5, Ottawa 45. Redblacks enough for the first down. Just chipping away here. Still plenty of time. Just under 11 minutes. First and 10 up near midfield. Redblacks down by 11. Schultz throwing, completing. Addison in the Alouette zone. Down around the 50. Very close to another first down. And 2 in the Alouette side of the field. Throwing and knocked away. Jump ball. Wesley Sutton at the 20. Inside the 10. Touchdown. Another defensive touchdown for the Montreal Alouettes. And a big step in putting this one away.
Off screen on the blitz, but in the meantime, watch in the middle of your screen, Sean Oakman. Oak's going to get the big mid up on that ball. Bats it up in the air as Sutton just continues through on the blitz. Finds himself in the right place at the right time.
Year or two. Three-man rush. 2nd and 7. And it is caught in traffic. A lot of traffic there and a big first down. Khalil Pimpleton gets it down inside the Montreal 45. Gain of 26. Pressure this time, and they've got him. Another sack for the Alouettes defense. That's Hadiemi Berglund. It's some big plays so far this season for the East nominee as top Canadian in 2024. 7:22 and counting down. More heat on Schultz. He escapes it. He gets rid of it. And it's high. And Burns is there on the coverage of Eugene Lewis, whose streak is certainly in jeopardy at this point in time. He has 9 straight games with at least a touchdown, one shy of the record of Terry Evanston, but
might not be in the same position with. He says you're playing for someone that's not yourself, and that's what this bird's nest is all about.
And the team building exercise shows on the field too, and the character of this Alouettes team. That's a big strike from Davis Alexander to Austin Mack as they're up now by 18 points, and there's a 47-yard pickup
for them last year before coming over to Ottawa in the offseason.
Little screen pass to Tice, has the momentum. Tice inside the 20, gets it down to the Redblack 15. There's a first down for Montreal.
So many years, but the Owls have just had Ottawa's number, and especially here in the nation's capital.
Oh, get ready for the flex. You knew it was coming. Back from the 1. The Redblacks could not get the touchdown. Straight up the gut. Travis Tice runs for the first down to keep this thing going. 2:06 on the clock. It ends at 9. Tied for second all time. Oh, Tice running as he puts his head down. Look at him still keep his feet. He does never seem to give up on a play. And the Alouettes stay perfect on this season. He's still going. Tice fly takes him down. Gets some help from Bennett Williams. Not over yet. The young man Travis Tice must be getting a little tired now, although each play is not really showing it as he moves it deeper.
Yeah.
Get some congrats on the sideline now as Davis Alexander can take a knee, and what had gotten interesting in the third quarter, but Montreal eventually put it away, and the dominance over the Ottawa Redblacks continues.
Yeah, Grey Cup champions in 2023, topped the East Division in the regular season in 2024. This is a group that knows how to win, and they demonstrated that in the fourth quarter. The game got close, but they just pulled away.